I love to make sure I can paint wherever I go, and I have a really good idea to use a vintage compact as a travel paint palette. I have this lovely gold compact with an ornate design around the edge, so it's perfectly my style. Originally, I was thinking I would put the paint underneath this latch where the actual powder would go, but the palette pans that I have are just a little bit too tall for it to close comfortably. Luckily, I realized if I just keep that section closed, I can put them on the top here, and it closes very satisfyingly. To make the actual palette, I'm clipping the compact to a piece of cardboard so it doesn't move around, and then I have these little pans for my paints. They're actually made for eyeshadows, but they work perfectly. I'm using super glue to adhere them in place. I'm really excited about this idea because I've always been jealous of women in other times of history that were able to have such beautiful things for their daily items, and because it gives me an excuse to buy more beautiful containers. After the pans are all secured, I waited for 24 hours, and then I filled up each of these paint wells using a toothpick to make sure they go all the way to the edges. If you don't do that, they'll just pop out when they're dry. I could have probably used 1 or 2 more wells for all the colors I wanted to bring, but these will work just fine, I think. After it's dried overnight, it's ready to use.